Hey there, welcome back. So, as you know, I'm super interested in movement and well-being, feeling connected to yourself and all those things. One of the realms that I'm interested in is clothing, because it can have such a huge effect on how you feel in your body. So starting from if you wear things that are too small or too short or, I don't know, just too tight in fabric, things like this, it can really inhibit your range of movement, but also it can make you feel uncomfortable. It can cut off your blood circulation, things like this. So one of the more obvious things, if you wear something uncomfortable, you don't feel comfortable, so you also don't feel good in your skin. And the other thing that is more connected to the idea of being connected with yourself is finding things that reflect how you feel, that reflect your personality, how you want to express. There's a super obviously strong connection between what you wear and your body, well-being, movement, of mindful movement, of all feeling connected with yourself, self-care and so on. It is super interesting because if you have a practice of movement and mindful movement, well-being, whatever, one of the goals is to feel like yourself, to feel in connection with yourself, feel good about yourself, and to be able to express yourself. Clothing is an extension of that. And I find sometimes very hard when, for example, in yoga, you wear clothing that are super compressive, super tight, super different from what you would wear in your daily life. So, for example, that it is just all spandex and all shiny or full of prints and colors, and then in your daily life you're more minimalist, or you like to wear natural fabrics, or whatever it is. So there's often this big gap when you go for your sports and for your yoga practice, your wellness practice, versus how you will go out in your everyday life. And I find interesting to combine these two a little bit more, so to bring them closer together, that when you are doing your yoga practice or your whatever it is, mindfulness, movement practice, that it is more connected to who and how you are in general. So one of the things I learned, and I find very true for myself, is that you're always the same person. So if you are someone who goes to a yoga practice and then suddenly you become this really soft and kind and emotional person, and then you go out after that hour and you're just rude with people, or you don't care about people, this 1 hour of being so kind and so, I don't know, spiritual is not really reflecting how and who you are, and it's kind of a facade. It's a mask that you put on. And I try, and what I try to help people who come to my classes is to find out how they are, what they want, how they want to be, and to match that more with themselves, so being connected. Movement is a super nice tool to be able to reach levels of the mental and the emotional state in a way that is tangible. So you don't have this loop of thoughts, but more you feel yourself. It's very tactile. It's very much giving you a direct response and feedback, and something that you can deal with. So for example, if you keep moving in a way that is harmful to yourself, it's a super beneficial practice to be able to notice, to realize, and to respond accordingly, so that you move more in harmony with yourself and you move more with an understanding of how your body works, with what your needs are, with what you want, what you are searching for, what helps you, what makes you feel more balanced and ease and happy. And the same goes for your clothing. So if you have a yoga practice, and in that yoga practice, for example, you wear things that constrict you, that make you feel like you're putting on an outfit that is like putting on a certain personality but doesn't reflect you, it kind of removes that 1 hour practice that you have away from who you are and how it can affect you. So, for example, also if you, what I was saying, if you wear suddenly a lot of colors, a lot of things, and it's also a question, if that is what you like, why don't you wear that in your daily life? That could also be like, why would you not wear all those expressive, colorful things in your daily outfits? But in general, I find it really important to think about how can you bring those two moments in your life, so a practice, a mindfulness practice, and your everyday life closer together. Meaning also if you walk around every day in like jeans that are non-stretchy, a size too small, and you always feel nauseous and cannot breathe, and maybe this movement practice helps you to realize that these jeans are not for you, and maybe you should more pay attention to how you feel and then adapt that. I think it will make you feel much better in your everyday life, but also move better, express yourself better in the sense of not necessarily style-wise, but just how your body transmits an expression and a feeling of comfort and confidence if you wear something that fits you well and that is in harmony with yourself. So I've been working on kind of putting these two things together very much, where I don't lose my aspect of style, for example, of how I want to feel and express, and at the same time being able to wear something that I can actually move in, because again, yes, in a movement and yoga practice, your range of movement differs a lot from what you do in your everyday life, and the requirements that to your clothing is different. So whether you're sweating more or you just need more like range of movement, like obviously if we wear non-stretchy jeans, this will be very difficult to do. But that there is more of a like putting together these two aspects, because in the end, like your clothing is kind of I like this image. It's an artist of ours gave it to me. It's the idea of the architecture of your body. So it is a space that you move in. It's a space that houses your body, that covers it, but also is like an extension of it, an expression of it. And yeah, I have been on this kind of search of being able to put these two things together. So for example, yes, what I'm wearing right now, it is yoga clothing from a yoga brand. I do put a lot of attention to choosing the things from the brand that are kind of soft and movable, that don't have too much like compression, because anytime when things are too compressed, it affects my circulation and I feel like I will just have a panic attack, so I really don't like it. So I choose things that are kind of like soft, movable, and have a specific style to them that is kind of similar to what I would wear in everyday life, so that I don't have to actually get changed a lot, because I give a lot of classes throughout the day, and in general I don't like to just hang around in joggers. So actually every time I put back on my normal jeans, but I keep my top very much the same. So this is something that I would wear for my everyday yoga classes, very easy. I can show you, so right now it's like a flare type of very soft pants. I do have these a lot also as like normal leggings, and then it is kind of like a bra that is with not so much support, because I don't need that much support. But yeah, something that I can wear underneath. And then, for example, for today, I chose a very simple white t-shirt. So a very simple white t-shirt to wear over it, which is from COS. And I wear a linen shirt, a long sleeve linen shirt. And for today, I just chose to wear it open. And for my then daily outfit, I wear this with washed faded black jeans from, what is it, Anine Bing I have today, with also flare, so that there is a connection between what I wear during the class and what I wear for my daily chosen outfit. For example, yesterday I had the Lulu Studio straight leg jeans, and then I wore also just a straight leg leggings, so it kind of echoed a little bit what I wore in the day. And so I wear today a faded black flared pants with a belt from Rag & Bone that has studs, and a suit vest, and over that a coat. So putting all these things together, it's something that is really comfortable to wear, that I can move in. I can also dress up, because I also have a gallery and I work in an office, my own office, but it's an office. But just to have this setting of, okay, it's a good way to feel businessy, where I can work, have a good mindset for that, feel clean and presentable. And then when I have a yoga class and I need to move, I'm able to change the pants but keep them in the style that I have and that I chose for the day. And yeah, that makes it really, really connected to who I am at the studio, who I am out of the studio, that it is always the same person and the same idea behind. So if that is interesting to you, to talk a little bit about fashion, well-being, identity, I have a lot of things to say about that, because it is a topic that I have always been interested in. I like to feel good in my body, I like to feel comfortable, movable, and I like to feel like me, so not to put on a costume and change my personality, because especially in the practice I do, there's so much focus on being authentic with yourself and listening to yourself, hearing it, responding accordingly, being kind to yourself. So I really try to help people to feel themselves and notice who they are, what they want, and how they can interact with themselves in the environment. That what you wear is kind of an important part of that, an extension. So yeah, I have put a lot of thought and a lot of research and a lot of trying out into this aspect of fashion and well-being, movement, in the end, expression of your identity and of yourself. That to me it's a super interesting topic. So if you're interested in that, let me know, because I find it really fascinating. Also, let me know what's your experience. How do you feel in your own clothing, your yoga clothing, and what you like about it, what you don't like about it, if it is something that you could wear all day long or not reflect yourself very much. So all the different aspects. If you are also interested in, I don't know, what my experience are, I've tried a lot of different things. So I'm happy to hear from you, and thank you very much for tuning in.